Hello, everyone. What if your Playwright tests could record clean, shareable videos, just like the one I'm showing you right now? This was recorded by Playwright, and you will notice that it's not just a video, it also displaying the annotations, like what actions you are doing. As you can see on the top right corner, it shows click. And if I continue, you can see that it shows a fill Playwright test. That means that's what it's entering, clicking, press escape. So it's basically displaying what you are performing in the test. Okay. And this is done automatically. Pretty cool, right? So let's go ahead and try to understand how the Playwright Screencast API works. So this was introduced in version 1.59. Let's go over that. So before version 1.59, full test recording only, no control over timing, hard to debug specific steps. Now, version 1.59 and onwards, you have full control on the video. You can start, stop recording anytime, record specific segments, and show action annotations. So I gather all this information from obviously Playwright's official documentation. So if you want to learn more about the screencast, you can see it here, added in version 1.59. So in this video, I'll just quickly go over how it works so you can get started with it. So I'll do this in 6 steps. First, obviously, I need to prepare my test file, and then we'll start with step number 1, which is start the recording. To start the recording, the command that we're going to use is page.screencast.start, and we're going to define the path, like where we would like to save the video file. That will be our step number 1. So let's go over step number 1. This is the videos. So this is the test that I wrote. So exactly the video that you have seen, all the actions are here. But obviously, this is not going to record the video because in this test, I did not include it yet. So we're going to do this step by step. So the first step, as I said, is we're going to start the recording. So right before going to the website, I will start the recording, or you can start the recording after going to this link, Playwright Dev Docs page. So let's start it before. So I'm going to do await page.screencast. Be careful that it will only work if you have version 1.59. So if you don't have version 1.59, you need to upgrade to 1.59. And we will now do start. And then I need to define the path, like where I would like to save the file. So here we're going to define this, and we will put it here. So we're going to say screencast demo.w webm format. So that's the supported video. So we'll start the video right here. The next thing that we need to add is the annotations. Like how would we add the annotation? As I displayed, that is showing you the clicks, fill, pressing the escape button and all these. So that's what we need to do using the actions annotations. Again, I'm using the Playwright's official documentation to write this. So I'm going to create a variable. Let's call this disposable. And then we're going to do await page.screen. Again, everything is coming from the screencast API. So screencast.show actions. This is the one that we're going to use. And here we would like to add a few things. The first thing we're going to add is the position where you would like to display the annotation. So I picked top right. I think that's a good place to put the annotations, top right corner. Duration, I will choose for a second, like how long each of these will be displayed. I think 1 second is enough. And then the font size, I can do, for example, 20, or you can do 18, I think that should or font size. Font size. There you go. Okay, so these are the action annotations we have so that we can see the position of the annotations, the duration, and the font size. Okay. Next thing is just the code, what actions we're doing. So all the actions we have here. Next thing is we're going to stop the annotations. So right after the last actions, which is clicking the link, we are going to stop the annotation. So to stop the annotation, the command is basically await disposable dot dispose. That's it. Okay, done. And then we're gonna have our usual assertion. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a delay because otherwise the test may run super fast and you're not gonna even see that all the annotations are recorded. So I'm gonna add a wait time here. So I'm gonna do await page.wait for timeout. And let's do 3 seconds, for example. And then finally, I need to stop the recording. So the last step I'm gonna have is await page.screencast.stop. And that's it. Done. So let's say this is the basic video, so I'm not going over all the details, just showing you how to get started with the basic screencast API. So now it's time to run the script. So I'm gonna do npx playwright test. I only have one test, so it's gonna just run this test and should create the file, the video file, and I'll show you this in a second. So as you can see, the test is running. When it is completed, and you can see it's done, let's go to the file section and see. Okay, there you go. So this is the screencast demo WebM file, and this is what you have. By default, you may not see the recording playing from here because I'm using an extension, which is this one, WebM Video Viewer. Otherwise, you may not able to see it from the VS Code. You may have to open the location of the file or drag this to the browser so that you can see it. So now you can see it's done. It's a 9-second video. So if I click run, let's start from the beginning. And you will notice all the actions that I have in the test. Click, fill, click again, press escape, showing you all the annotations and also showing you a circle, the red circle showing you what actions it's doing. And since I have that 3 seconds wait, it's waiting. So probably I don't need 3 seconds, probably 1 or 2 seconds should be fine. Yeah, so that's how you can get started with Playwright Screencast API. So hopefully this makes sense. So start recording, show action annotations, run your test, stop annotation. You added the assertion and some delay, and then you stop the annotation, and that's pretty much it. All right, guys, hopefully this video makes sense. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.